ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. Cool FM. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews at 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to koolNews at 4. I am Carter. Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office General Manager Melqui Ades Robles has filed complaints of defamation per se, and invasion of privacy against blogger Clare Contreras alias Maharlika before the Central District Court of California. Robles made the announcement in the press conference in Quezon City on Sunday. He said his decision aims to defend the honor, name, reputation, and dignity of his family and to stop Maharlika from continuously harassing and maligning them through her online blog. Based on reports, Contreras, who resides in Los Angeles, California, gained popularity as a pro-Marcos content creator who came into prominence during the 2022 national elections for favoring the tandem of now President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Vice President Sara Duterte. Robles said his family underwent daily barrage of vicious, unjustifiable, and bluntly false attacks through Contreras' YouTube channel, Wokyak TV, which has over 335,000 subscribers and over 68 million views. For reasons unknown to us, she continues to deliberately spread malicious lies against us, while also calling me various names that were meant to deride and denigrate my reputation, the PSCO official said, reading his press statement. The complaint, which was filed in a U.S. court last July 15, said Contreras began her false swear campaign against them in December 2023. In more than 27 videos that were posted on the internet and made available to the public, Ms. Contreras falsely accused the Robleses of everything from contract killing and assisting terrorists to stealing from the Filipino people, it stated. Robles said in a separate press statement also issued on Sunday that Contreras reportedly included his wife and their children, who are minors, in the allegations. Ms. Contreras' numerous false and defamatory statements little below have caused substantial harm to the reputations of the Robleses and diminished their esteem in the community and country, the complaint she read. Her posts have extended to include images of the Robleses' minor daughter, recklessly posted without concern for the harm the Robleses and their children are exposed to, it pointed out. Ms. Contreras' posts have made sure well, in particular, afraid for the safety and well-being of her family, especially her children, it added. The Robleses bring this action to hold Ms. Contreras accountable for her malicious and harmful online campaign against them, the complaint concluded. Inquirer.net sought the side of Contreras on her official Facebook page regarding the matter, but she has yet to reply as the posting time. Around 38.8 million pesos worth of dry marijuana leaves were intercepted by authorities at the Manila International Container Port in Tondo, Manila last week. Bureau of Customs said the narcotics were found inside a shipment declared to contain plastic tableware, kitchenware, blankets, men's shoes, and other items. The agency received a tip saying that the shipment contained illegal drugs as well as misdeclared and undeclared items from the sender. The sender was identified as a Sergeant Wilma Bulahagui. A Sergeant Erickson Bulahagui was the receiver. Initial X-ray scanning of the shipment last July 31st and August 1 resulted in the detection of suspected dry marijuana inside survey boxes, CIIS Director Vernon Encico said in a statement issued on Sunday. This was further confirmed during the 100% physical examination last August 2, wherein a total of 99 pieces of heat-sealed packages were found to contain marijuana, he added. The analytics found the inside the first three pieces have an estimated worth of 38.8 million pesos. The physical examination of the remaining 75 boxes will continue on Monday, August 5, the Bureau said. DOC learned about the illegal drugs after the Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service at the MICP requested for the 100% physical examination for a shipment consigned to Philippines. The Philippines for 19 export and import last May 10 after receiving the declaratory information about the shipment's contents. The items were returned to the container van, now sealed and padlocked for safekeeping. The Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency will conduct an inventory and sample taking for confirmatory testing of the product. Fuel retailers in the Philippines are expected to implement another round of fuel price rollback this week, industry sources said. In an advisory over the weekend, UDO said the per liter price of diesel may be reduced by 20 centavos to 40 centavos. Gasoline prices may also see a cut of 10 centavos to 20 centavos. Department of Energy and Oil Industry Management Bureau Director Rodela Romero also projected a rollback in fuel prices. According to her, a reduction of 20 centavos may be implemented for gasoline price. Diesel, meanwhile, may be slashed by 20 centavos to 40 centavos per liter. The per liter price of kerosene may also go down by 30 centavos to 35 centavos. If all companies cut their prices, it would mark the fourth consecutive week of cuts for diesel and kerosene. But Romero said all companies would implement an upward adjustment ranging from 21 centavos to 30 centavos per kilogram for the liquefied petroleum gas products this month. And now for sports, in February of 2023, Arab Villagas absorbed a disheartening quarter-final loss in the 74th Stranja Cup in Bulgaria at the hands of France Vasila Kiladiri. On Sunday morning, Manila time, Villagas started at the same goals in all of the same situation in another quarterfinal bout, but this time on the biggest stage of them all at the Paris Olympics 2024 in France. And this time, Villagas did not let the ghosts of her past haunt her any longer. Coach asked me, "Are you going to allow her to take this?" I told him, "No, this is mine," said an emotional Villagas in Filipino in an interview with One Sports. "Last year, she beat me. This year is supposed to be my comeback. February 2023, she was the one who beat me, so I told myself I need to get this in that last round." Determined to redeem herself, Villagas eked out a 3-2 split decision win over the home bet in front of the hostile crowd. However, despite the crowd's unwavering support for Kilariri and resounding cheers for Villagas, the latter wasn't faced. In fact, it motivated her even more. "I didn't care that they were cheering for her, it just boosted me up even more. I needed to silence that crowd. I keep saying, this is mine, and my coaches heard me. Oh, it's okay if she hits me, all I needed was a clear punch." With the victory, Villagas assured herself of the medal finish, upping the Team Philippines medal count to 2 just hours after Carlos Yulo's historic gold medal in the men's artistic gymnastics floor exercise. However, it wasn't all joys for Villagas even after securing a medal and exacting revenge over her French foe. Also, just hours prior to her win, her compatriot and fellow boxer Carlo Alam was shown the door in the men's 57 kilograms quarterfinal. Villegas dedicated her win not just to Paalam but also to other Filipino boxers Emer Maxio and Hargi Bakyadan who had bowed out of the Paris Games. I also dedicate this win to my teammates, especially Mir, Hargi, and Carlo earlier. I got sad and said I need to make it motivation to win for them. Villegas goes for a spot in the gold medal round where she faces Turkey's Busnes Karogul on Wednesday at 4:18 a.m. Your time is now 4:10 in the afternoon and koolNews at 4. We'll be right back. back to koolNews at 4. Getting into the international headlines now, as Russian President Vladimir Putin offered humanitarian assistance to help North Korea cope with damages from recent floods, both countries said, in another sign of expanding relations between the two nations. In a message to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un on Saturday, Putin extended his sympathy and support and conveyed his willingness to provide immediate disaster aid to help North Korea recover from the floods. The North's official Korean Central News Agency reported Sunday. Russia's state news agency thus carried a similar report, saying that Putin told Kim in the message, "You can always count on our assistance and support." Ties between North Korea and Russia have been improving significantly amid widespread outside beliefs that North Korea has supplied conventional weapons to Russia for its war in Ukraine in return for military and economic assistance. During a meeting in Pyongyang in June, Kim and Putin signed a pact speculating mutual military assistance if either country is attacked, in what was considered the two countries' biggest defense deal since the end of the Cold War. Kim expressed his gratitude to Putin over the aid offer, saying he could deeply feel the social emotion towards a genuine friend in the most difficult period. But Kim said North Korea has established its rehabilitation plans and will ask for Russian assistance later if it's needed, according to KCNA. Heavy rains on North Korea's northwestern region on July 27 flooded 4,100 houses, 7,410 acres of agricultural fields, and numerous other public buildings, roads, and railways, according to KCNA. The scale of casualties is unknown. KCNA recently quoted Kim as saying the flood caused a casualty that cannot be allowed, but didn't elaborate. On Thursday, rival South Korea also offered humanitarian support to North Korea. Observers say North Korea will likely ignore or turn down the South Korean proposal, as animosities between the two countries are at one of their highest points in years. During a Friday visit to military unit involved in operations to evacuate residents stranded by the floods, Kim called South Korea scum as he lambasted what he called rubbish South Korean media for allegedly tarnishing the North's image by extricating the death tolls from the floods. Kim didn't mention South Korea's offer to provide aid. Two Israeli airstrikes in the West Bank killed 9 Palestinian militants on Saturday, Israel's army said, as violence flared again in the Israeli-occupied territory with tensions high over the war in Gaza and the potential regional escalation. Ceasefire discussions on Gaza continued when an Israel delegation led by the Mossad chief briefly visited Cairo. Oh yes, that's that's actually my online name right now. An Egyptian official said. The U.S. has urged Israel to seize the chance for a ceasefire after the shock killing of Hamas political leader in Iran, which Tehran blames on Israel. That killing and Israel's assassination of Hezbollah commander in Lebanon have the region holding its breath for retaliation against Israel on either front or both after Iran and its proxies vote to act. Hamas said its command had begun discussions on choosing a new leader. In the northern West Bank, the Israeli army said its forces struck a vehicle in the rural area outside the city of Kalam early Saturday, killing the 5 occupants. The army said they were on their way to carry out an attack. Hamas identified all 5 as militants with the group, including a local commander. According to an Associated Press journalist and witnesses, the blast took place along a road connecting the Palestinian villages of Zaida and Wafin. We came to the site and found a young man martyred here on the street, and half of his face was missing, said Nizer Abdullah, a Zaida resident. The official Palestinian news agency Wafa said 4 bodies were burned and charred beyond recognition. Later on Saturday, Israel's military said it killed 400 Palestinian militants in the Karam area shortly after they opened fire on Israeli troops. No further information was immediately available. Over 590 Palestinians have been killed by Israel fire in the West Bank since the Israel-Hamas war began in Gaza in October, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry. Most have been killed during Israeli raids and violent protests. Karem is regularly raided by Israeli forces, and Palestinian militant groups, including Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, are active there. A strike in central Gaza early Sunday hit a tent area in the courtyard of Al-Qassam Martyrs Hospital, killing 4 people, including a woman, and injuring others, health officials said. An Associated Press journalist filmed men rushing to the scene to help the injured and relieve bodies while trying to extinguish the fire. The hospital in Dar al-Bala is the main medical facility operating in central Gaza, and thousands of people have taken shelter there after fleeing their homes in the war-ravaged territory. Concerns about the full-fledged regional war are high after the assassinations of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran early Wednesday and top Hezbollah commander Fuad Shukor in Beirut the evening before. Iran and its proxies, including Hezbollah in Lebanon, vowed to retaliate against Israel, which said it killed Shukor but has not confirmed or denied its role in Haniyeh's death. Iran's Revolutionary Guard said a short-range projectile was behind the killing of and accused the United States of supporting the attack. The Pentagon said late Friday the U.S. military will move a fighter jet squadron to the Middle East and maintain an aircraft carrier in the region. The U.S. Embassy in Lebanon encouraged citizens who wish to leave to book any ticket available, noting that several airlines have suspended or canceled flights. The British government called on its citizens in Lebanon to leave now. Jordan did the same. President Joe Biden on Thursday said he had urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to seize the chance for a ceasefire with Hamas, adding that Haniyeh's killing had not helped efforts to negotiate an end to the war. Netanyahu has vowed to destroy Hamas military and governing capabilities. Saturday midday, an Israeli delegation led by Mossad chief David Barnea arrived in Cairo, and Egyptian officials said. The delegation, which also included Ronan Bar, chief of Israel's internal security agency Shin Bet, was to meet with Abbas Kamel, head of Egypt's General Intelligence Service, for talks on the Philadelphia corridor along the border with Egypt and the Rafah crossing point, the official said. The delegation left Cairo hours later, and there was nothing new, said the Egyptian official, who has direct knowledge of the Gaza ceasefire negotiations and spoke on condition of anonymity because he has sent authorities to brief reporters. There was no immediate comment from Israeli officials. Netanyahu's office late Friday said he ordered the negotiation delegation to leave for Cairo on Saturday or Sunday. Egypt's foreign minister had calls with counterparts in Iran and Lebanon about the dangerous escalation in the region. As protesters in various countries mark 300 days of the war in Gaza and express support for Palestinians, the death toll inside the territory is nearing 40,000. At least 39,550 have been killed in the nearly 10 months since Hamas' brutal October 7 attack on Israel. That's according to Gaza's health ministry, which does not differentiate between civilians and combatants in its count. Israel has accused Hamas of embedding in the civilian population and putting it at risk. And finally, in entertainment news, hybrid, I would say, sports entertainment, Carlos Yulo's spectacular performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics earned the praise of Filipinos and sports fans all over the world, including some of the biggest names in the Philippine showbiz. Yulo delivered Team Philippines' first gold medal after scoring an impressive 15.000 points at the men's artistic gymnastics floor exercise at the Bercy Arena in Paris, France on late Saturday, August 3, Philippine time. He is the second Filipino athlete to bring home a gold medal after Heidelin Diaz in 2040. On his formerly Twitter page, Vice Ganda said Yulo will be granted a free entrance at the Vice Comedy Club in Quezon City for his win. Congratulations, Carlos Yulo, for breaking the gold in men's voice exercise. Thank you very much for the glory you brought to the Philippines. When you return home, go straight to the West Comedy Club. You're granted free entries with nachos and bottomless iced tea. Kidding, he wrote. Meanwhile, Bianca Gonzalez and Jody Santamaria congratulated Yulo for representing the Philippines at the Olympics. Wow! Ganito para sa Pilipinas. Congratulations at maraming salamat for the Philippines. And there's more celebrities out there congratulating the gymnastics. Yeah. And that is it for Cool News at 4. As always, you can get in touch with us at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. And we will be back with more headlines later with Cool News at 6 and Cool News Prime Time at 9. Until then, I'm Caro. Good afternoon.